Everyone sees Iran in headlines, but no one tells you about the valleys where people live like centuries ago, untouched and free. No communications, no roads, just mountains, donkeys, and lives lived in harmony with nature for hundreds of years. Beyond the chaos, beyond the news, there are villages where time slows down, hearts are simple, and traditions never die. Imagine a life where mornings smell like fresh grass, evenings glow with firelight, and every day feels like it belongs to another century. You've heard the war stories. Now see the beauty of people who still find joy, connection, and meaning in the simplest of lives. In hidden valleys, where mountains cradle villages, people live a life we've almost forgotten. Humble, human, timeless. No signals, no rush, no modern noise, just children playing in green fields, elders telling stories, and a world that feels eternal. This isn't just Iran. It's a place where life whispers to you, reminding you what truly matters. In this video, you're not just seeing another country. You're stepping into some of Iran's most ancient, untouched villages, places where history still breathes. Here, people have lived through war and headlines, yet they survive, thrive, and celebrate life with traditions that stretch back generations. You'll witness real village life, the way they work, how they celebrate weddings and festivals, their deep-rooted culture, rich traditional dress and rituals, and a way of life that's pure, beautiful, and human. Human life in Iran dates back more than 7,000 years, making it one of the world's oldest centers of civilization, where ancient traditions still echo in everyday life. Iran is a vast and geographically diverse country in Western Asia, where high mountain ranges, deep valleys, and arid plateaus shape the way people live. The landscape is dominated by rugged mountain systems, chiefly the Zagros Mountains, stretching from northwest to southeast, and the Alborz Mountains running along the northern edge of the country, with Mount Damavand rising as the highest peak at over 5,600 meters. These mountains create natural barriers that have historically isolated communities and helped preserve unique cultures and traditions across different regions. Roughly half of Iran's land area is mountainous, providing both challenges and protection to the people who inhabit these highlands. Even today, in many remote mountain regions, people continue to live in ways that reflect this deep history, following traditions passed down through generations. Most of Iran's roughly 92 million people live in urban centers. A significant portion of the population still resides in rural and mountainous regions. Many people live in remote villages tucked into green valleys and highland plateaus, where access to modern roads and communication is limited. In these areas, communities are often small, sometimes just a few hundred residents, yet they are tightly knit, with generations of families maintaining traditions, crafts, and cultural practices. Provinces like Kurdistan, Kermanshah, Loristan, and West Azerbaijan are especially known for their mountainous villages, where people continue to live in harmony with the land, maintaining a lifestyle largely unchanged for hundreds of years. Now we move to one of the most beautiful and historical Iranian villages, Hajij village. Located in the Kermanshah province of western Iran, Hajij lies about 25 kilometers from the city of Pave, deep within the Uraman region, an area famous for its rocky mountains and rich Kurdish culture. Far from the capital Tehran and away from modern urban life, this village is surrounded by towering mountains that make it feel isolated, peaceful, and timeless. The journey to Hajij itself is an experience, with narrow, winding mountain roads connecting it to the outside world. Hajij is believed to be hundreds, even thousands of years old, with roots tracing back to ancient civilizations that once thrived in these mountains. The village carries a deep historical identity, where traditions have been preserved and passed down through generations. One of the most striking features of Hajij is its unique house structure. Homes are built in a stepped, terraced style, using natural materials like stone, wood, and mud. Because of the steep mountain slopes, the roof of one house often serves as the courtyard or pathway for the house above it. This architectural style not only saves space, but also reflects a traditional design perfectly adapted to mountain living. The people of Hajij belong mainly to the Kurdish community, known for their strong cultural identity, traditional clothing, music, and deep connection to the land. Their language, customs, and way of life have remained largely unchanged, despite the modern world beyond the mountains. Daily life in Hajij is simple, yet deeply connected to nature. People wake up early in the morning and spend their day working in fields, caring for animals and maintaining their homes. Survival here depends on hard work, cooperation, and a strong sense of community. Livestock plays a vital role in village life. Goats and sheep farming is one of the main sources of livelihood. Villagers raise their animals on mountain pastures, using them for milk, cheese, wool, and sometimes meat. In many cases, families follow traditional seasonal movements with their herds, reflecting a semi-nomadic lifestyle that has existed for centuries. Agriculture is another important part of life in Hajij. Due to the mountainous terrain, farming is done on small terraced fields where crops like wheat, barley, and local fruits are grown. Every harvest is valuable, and the entire community often works together during planting and harvesting seasons. Flowing near the village is the Servana River, which provides a vital source of water for farming and daily use. Not far from the area is the Darina Dam, which supports irrigation and helps manage water resources in the region. These natural and man-made features are essential for sustaining life in such a remote mountainous environment. Hajij also holds historical and cultural significance. The village is home to ancient religious sites, traditional mosques, and gathering places where people celebrate festivals, weddings, and community events. These places reflect the spiritual and cultural depth of the village, connecting present generations to their ancestors. Hajij is not just a village. It is a living example of history, culture, and survival. A place where life continues in harmony with nature, where traditions remain alive, and where the past still shapes the present in the most beautiful way. Iran is home to some of the most rugged and beautiful mountain regions in the world, especially the vast Zagros Mountains in the west and the Alborz Mountains in the north. These mountains stretch for hundreds of miles, forming deep valleys, high peaks, and remote areas where modern life still feels far away. For thousands of years, these regions have been home to nomadic tribes such as the Bakhtiari, Qashqai, and Kurdish people, who continue to live close to nature, following traditions passed down through generations. In these mountains, life is built around movement and survival. Nomadic families travel seasonally with their herds of goats and sheep, moving from lowlands in winter to high green pastures in summer, searching for fresh grazing land. This migration, known as a traditional way of life, has existed for centuries and is perfectly adapted to the harsh mountain environment. Continuing from these remote mountain regions, we now move to another breathtaking valley, Uraman village, also known as Uraman, one of the most beautiful and culturally rich mountain settlements in western Iran. This village is located in the heart of the Zagros mountain range, near the border with Iraq, in an area known for its dramatic cliffs, deep valleys, and strong Kurdish heritage. Surrounded by towering peaks and lush green landscapes, Uraman feels like a hidden world where nature and tradition exist side by side. The structure of homes in Uraman is one of its most unique features. Just like other mountain villages, houses are built in a stepped, terraced style, using stone and natural materials taken directly from the mountains. Because of the steep slopes, the roof of one house becomes the yard or pathway for the house above it. This creates a connected, layered village where homes blend into the mountainside, forming a natural architectural harmony. Life here follows traditional ways, where people rely on their land, animals, and community, maintaining a lifestyle that has remained largely unchanged for generations. Culture plays a central role in daily life, and one of the most important celebrations in Uraman is the Nowruz festival, the Persian New Year. This festival marks the beginning of spring and is deeply connected to nature, renewal, and hope. In Uraman village, Nowruz is not just the start of a new year. It is a powerful celebration of life, nature, and cultural identity. As winter fades and spring begins, the entire village transforms into a scene full of color, music, and energy. Days before the festival, families begin preparations by cleaning their homes, decorating their spaces, and preparing traditional foods. This act of cleaning is symbolic. It represents leaving behind the past and welcoming a fresh new beginning. On the day of Nowruz, people gather in open mountain spaces, surrounded by breathtaking views of valleys and peaks. Men, women, and children dress in bright, traditional Kurdish clothing, often handmade and rich with patterns that reflect their heritage. The village comes alive with the sound of traditional instruments like the daf, drum, creating a deep, rhythmic energy that echoes through the mountains. One of the most iconic parts of the celebration is the group dance, where people stand side by side, holding hands in long lines or circles. They move together in perfect rhythm, stepping forward and back, symbolizing unity, harmony, and shared joy. This dance is not rehearsed. It flows naturally, passed down through generations. Food is another essential part of Nowruz. Families prepare local dishes using fresh ingredients, and it is common for people to visit each other's homes, sharing meals and exchanging good wishes. Traditional weddings in Uraman. Weddings in Uraman village are not just ceremonies, they are grand community celebrations that reflect love, culture, and unity. Unlike modern weddings that last a few hours, traditional weddings here can continue for several days, with each day bringing new rituals and gatherings. The preparations begin long before the wedding day. Families, relatives, and even neighbors come together to help, whether it's cooking food, arranging spaces, or preparing traditional clothing. This collective effort shows how deeply connected the community is. On the wedding day, the bride and groom wear traditional Kurdish attire, often decorated with vibrant colors, embroidery, and symbolic designs. The bride's outfit is especially detailed, sometimes including jewelry that reflects family heritage. As the ceremony begins, music fills the village. Live instruments create a powerful atmosphere that can be heard echoing through the mountains. One of the most beautiful parts of the wedding is the traditional dance. This dance represents unity, celebration, and shared happiness. Food plays a central role in the wedding. Large quantities of traditional meals are prepared and served to guests, often cooked in open spaces. Sharing food is a symbol of hospitality, respect, and generosity. Guests are welcomed warmly, and no one is left out. In Uraman, weddings are not just about two people. They are about the entire community coming together to celebrate love, tradition, and continuity. In the high mountains of Iran, nomadic people live a simple yet powerful life, deeply connected to nature and their animals. These communities move seasonally across the mountains with their herds of goats and sheep, setting up temporary camps in valleys and high pastures. Cooking here is done in the most traditional way, over open fires or small portable stoves, using natural ingredients they carry with them or gather from the land. There are no modern kitchens, yet the food is rich, fresh, and full of flavor. Milk from goats and sheep is used daily to make yogurt, butter, and traditional cheese. Fresh bread is baked by hand, often on hot stones or simple metal plates over fire. Meals are slow cooked, allowing flavors to develop naturally while families gather around, sharing food and stories. Among the most famous traditional Iranian dishes enjoyed even in these mountain regions is dizi, abgusht, a hearty dish made with meat, chickpeas, potatoes, and spices, cooked slowly for hours until tender and rich. Another popular dish is ash reshte, a thick and nutritious soup made with herbs, beans, and noodles, often prepared during special gatherings. Grilled dishes like kebab kubide are also common, cooked over open flames, giving them a smoky, authentic taste. Rice-based dishes such as tachin are sometimes prepared during special occasions, combining rice, yogurt, saffron, and meat into a rich, layered meal. For nomadic people, food is not just about survival. It is about tradition, sharing, and connection. Even in the most remote mountains, these dishes reflect a culture that has been preserved for centuries, where every meal tells a story of resilience, simplicity, and life in harmony with nature. Iran's landscape is not only rich in mountains and ancient villages, but also in agricultural land that supports a wide variety of crops. Roughly 1/3 of Iran's surface area is suitable for farming, though only about 12–13% of the country is actually cultivated due to limited water and soil constraints. The most fertile lands are found in the north and northwest, where rainfall and river waters support extensive farming and orchards, while dryland farming occurs across many other regions. Iran is among the world's leading fruit producers thanks to its diverse climate zones. The country grows more than 50 kinds of fruit, including apples, pomegranates, grapes, dates, melons, and citrus, benefiting from climate differences between north, south, and mountainous areas. In the Caspian Sea region, northern Iran, especially places like Qamishar and Amol, fertile plains are famous for citrus fruits, oranges, lemons, and tangerines, along with rice paddies, tea, and vegetables. West and northwest, in provinces around Urmia and Maravan, produce apples, grapes, pomegranates, walnuts, figs, and cherries, taking advantage of cooler climates and good soil. In the south and southeast, in provinces like Bam, hot and arid weather supports large date orchards, making Iran one of the world's top date producers. Many of these fruits become fresh market produce, as well as dry fruits and nuts, which are major exports and local staples. Iran is famous globally for pistachios, raisins, dried figs, almonds, and varieties of dates, products that are grown, dried naturally or in simple facilities, and then sold both in domestic markets and abroad. Small-town farmers and rural producers play a central role in this system. In agricultural villages, families cultivate orchards, grain fields, and gardens, and raise dairy animals like cows, goats, and sheep for milk, yogurt, cheese, and butter. These products are sold in local markets, town bazaars, and roadside stalls, where villagers bring fresh fruit, vegetables, dairy products, and dry fruits to earn income and support their traditional mountain lifestyles. Across Iran's countryside, from rice fields near the Caspian to date groves in the south and orchards in the west, agriculture continues to sustain rural communities, connecting ancient farming traditions to modern markets and daily life. In Iran, traditional bazaars and rural markets are the lifeblood of village life, especially in the mountain regions and remote valleys. These markets are far more than places to buy and sell. They are vibrant centers of culture, community, and heritage. From early morning, villagers bring baskets of fresh fruits, vegetables, grains, herbs, and dairy products like cheese, yogurt, and butter, straight from their farms and orchards. Alongside food, these markets showcase handmade crafts that reflect centuries of local tradition. You can find woven rugs and carpets, each patterned with symbols unique to a village or tribe, embroidered textiles and clothing, pottery and clay vessels, and finely carved wooden items, all created by local artisans who have inherited these skills from their ancestors. Every item tells a story of a family, a village, and a way of life tied to the land. These bazaars are also social spaces. Villagers meet friends and neighbors, exchange news, and celebrate community events. Festivals or seasonal gatherings bring extra energy with music, dance, and storytelling often happening among the market stalls. Small markets in towns like Marivan, Kermanshah, and Oromiyeh are famous for combining agriculture, crafts, and culture, where tourists and locals alike can witness the blend of nature, tradition, and everyday life. In the mountains, these markets are especially important because they connect isolated villages to trade networks, allowing farmers to sell their crops, fruits, nuts, and dairy products while keeping traditional crafts alive. For many families, the bazaar is both a source of income and a center for preserving their cultural identity, making it a living museum of Iranian rural life. Iran is a land of remarkable ethnic diversity, where Kurds, Baluch, Lurs, Azeris, Turkmens, Tajiks, and other tribal groups have lived for thousands of years, especially in the remote mountains and highlands. These communities have preserved a way of life that is closely connected to nature, animals, and the cycles of the seasons, passing traditions from one generation to the next. Many of these tribes live in mountain caves, stone houses, or black goat hair tents, depending on whether they are settled in villages or following their seasonal nomadic routes. At the heart of this lifestyle are livestock and pastures. Sheep and goats are central to survival and culture. Shepherds lead their flocks across high mountain pastures in spring and summer, following traditional migration paths from lowland winter grounds, Keshlak, to highland summer pastures, Yelak. Sheep breeds in the Zagros and Alborz mountains are known for their thick wool, ideal for carpets, blankets, and clothing, while goats are valued for hardiness and rich milk, even in sparse grazing areas. Families rely on these animals for meat, milk, cheese, yogurt, ghee, and wool, making livestock both a food source and economic resource. Daily life is deeply intertwined with these animals. Men herd flocks across steep mountains and valleys, while women prepare dairy products, weave wool into blankets and carpets, and maintain tents. Goat milk is turned into yogurt and kashk, dried whey, while sheep milk becomes hard cheese that can last through the long winter months. Meat is often dried or cooked slowly over open fires. Wool and hair are spun into threads for weaving textiles, rugs, and clothing, preserving centuries-old craftsmanship. Life is dictated by the seasons. Spring and summer are devoted to grazing in high pastures, caring for newborn lambs and kids, and tending small crop gardens. Autumn is the harvest season, when villagers collect fruits, nuts, and grains from mountain orchards and prepare for the cold months ahead. Winter brings snow-covered mountains, freezing temperatures, and harsh winds, forcing nomadic tribes to migrate to lower valleys where conditions are milder. Snow blankets the pastures, turning the landscape into a silent, white world. In winter camps, families huddle around fires, repair tents, store food, and tend to animals that must be kept warm and fed throughout the season. This is also a time of storytelling, music, and passing down tribal knowledge, as outdoor work is limited by weather. Nomadic life revolves around this cycle of the seasons. Every decision, when to move, where to graze, when to milk or slaughter, is informed by generations of wisdom about the mountains, rivers, and weather patterns. Festivals, weddings, and community gatherings are planned around these cycles, bringing joy, music, and dance into even the harshest months. Tribes continue to embody endurance, tradition, and a deep cultural bond with the land, offering a vivid window into human life sustained for thousands of years. As our journey through Iran's mountains and villages comes to a close, we are left with more than memories of landscapes. We are touched by the resilience and spirit of the people. In Hajij, Uraman, and other remote valleys, life moves with the seasons, rooted in tradition, family, and a deep connection to nature. From tending sheep and goats to celebrating festivals and weddings, these communities carry centuries of history in every gesture, every song, and every meal shared. As the sun sets over snow-capped peaks and green valleys, we realize that the true beauty of Iran lies not only in its mountains and rivers, but in the hearts of its people and the traditions they protect. Their way of life reminds us that history is not just written in books. It is lived, breathed, and celebrated every day in villages like these. Now, we move to the north of Iran, to a land where everything changes. Welcome to Gilan province, a region where green replaces gold and rain replaces dust. Nestled between the towering Zagros Mountains and the peaceful Caspian Sea, this land feels like a different world. Gilan province is located in northern Iran, along the southern coast of the Caspian Sea. It sits between the sea and the lush slopes of the Zagros Mountains, creating a rare natural combination of coastline, forests, and mountains. This unique geography brings high humidity and frequent rainfall, making Gilan one of the greenest regions in the country. The Zagros Mountains stretch across Gilan, forming a dramatic backdrop of forest-covered peaks and misty hills. These mountains trap moisture from the Caspian Sea, which results in heavy rainfall and a cool, refreshing climate. The region is filled with waterfalls, hidden valleys, and scenic hiking routes that remain green throughout the year. One of the most famous landmarks in Gilan is Masule, a centuries-old mountain village known for its unique architecture. Built on steep terrain, the houses are arranged in steps, where the roof of one home becomes the pathway or courtyard of another. Surrounded by fog, forests, and mountains, Masule offers a peaceful and timeless atmosphere that attracts visitors from around the world. In the mountain village of Masule, life begins early in the morning, long before the sun fully rises over the misty peaks of the Zagros Mountains. A soft layer of fog often covers the village, slowly drifting between the unique stepped houses, creating a calm and almost dreamlike atmosphere. As the first light of day touches the rooftops, the village gently comes to life. The people of this region, known as Gilaks, have lived here for generations, building a lifestyle deeply connected to nature and tradition. Their homes, made mostly of wood, are designed in a way that reflects both creativity and necessity. Because of the steep mountain slope, houses are built one above another, where the roof of one home becomes the pathway or courtyard for the house above it. This design not only saves space, but also creates a strong sense of community, where neighbors are always close to each other. Early in the morning, as the cool mountain air fills the village, women begin their daily routines. Some step outside with simple tools, gently dusting the wooden floors and cleaning the open spaces that connect their homes. Others walk toward nearby water sources, carrying clothes to wash by hand, continuing a tradition that has remained unchanged for decades. Inside the homes, the kitchens come alive. Women begin preparing traditional meals using fresh, natural ingredients gathered from the surrounding land. The smell of warm bread, herbs, and simple local dishes slowly spreads through the narrow pathways of the village. Cooking here is not just a daily task. It is a cultural expression, passed down from mothers to daughters over generations. Every dish reflects the identity of the region, shaped by the environment and the resources available. As the sun rises higher, more movement can be seen across the village. Men prepare for work, some heading toward the lower fields where rice farming takes place, while others move toward the hills and forests. In and around Masule, small groups of tribal families can also be found, continuing a semi-nomadic lifestyle. These tribes bring their sheep and goats to graze on the green mountain slopes, taking advantage of the rich natural pastures provided by the region. The sight of sheep grazing peacefully on the mountainside is a common and beautiful scene. Shepherds guide their flocks carefully, moving slowly across the landscape, always aware of the changing weather and terrain. This connection between humans, animals, and land is an important part of life here. It represents a balance that has existed for centuries, where people take only what they need and respect the environment around them. Life in Masule moves at a different pace compared to modern cities. There is no rush, no noise of heavy traffic, and no overwhelming pressure of time. Instead, there is a calm and steady rhythm guided by nature itself. Rain often visits the village, sometimes gently and sometimes heavily, but always bringing life to the forests and fields. The sound of rain hitting the wooden rooftops is not seen as a disturbance, but as a comforting and familiar presence. The people of Gilan province, especially the Gilaks, have adapted beautifully to this environment. Their lifestyle is centered around agriculture, with rice fields spreading across the lower lands and tea gardens covering the hills. Fishing is also an important part of life for those living closer to the Caspian Sea. Everything they do is connected to the land and the seasons, creating a sustainable way of living that has lasted for generations. Family plays a central role in daily life. Homes are often shared by extended families, where grandparents, parents, and children live together. This creates a strong sense of unity and support, where knowledge, traditions, and values are passed down naturally. Children grow up learning the skills they will need in life, from farming and cooking to respecting nature and community. Despite the simplicity of life, there is a deep richness in the culture of Masule. Music, storytelling, and traditional gatherings are still an important part of the community. Festivals and local celebrations bring people together, strengthening their bonds and preserving their identity. Even in a world that is rapidly changing, the people here continue to hold on to their roots. As the day slowly moves toward evening, the village once again changes its mood. The light becomes softer, the air cooler, and the sounds quieter. Smoke rises gently from the rooftops as families prepare their evening meals. Shepherds return with their flocks, and the narrow pathways begin to empty as people gather inside their homes. In Masule, beauty is not just found in the green mountains or the unique architecture. It is found in the everyday life of its people. From the early morning routines to the peaceful evenings, every moment reflects a deep connection to nature, tradition, and community. The beauty of Iran's village life is not just in its landscapes, but in the deep harmony between people, culture, and nature. Villages such as Masule show how human life can blend perfectly with the environment, creating a lifestyle that feels peaceful, timeless, and deeply meaningful. One of the biggest reasons Iranian village life is so beautiful is its natural setting. Many villages are located in mountains, forests, or near rivers, where the air is fresh and the scenery changes with every season. In northern regions like Gilan, villages are surrounded by lush green hills, foggy weather, and flowing waterfalls. This connection with untouched nature creates a calm atmosphere that is rare in modern cities. People wake up to the sound of birds, work under open skies, and live close to the earth, which gives their lives a natural rhythm and simplicity. Another important aspect is the unique architecture. In villages like Masule, houses are built on mountain slopes in such a way that the roof of one home becomes the yard or pathway for another. This design is not just visually stunning, but also shows how intelligently people adapt to their environment. The beauty of Iranian village life is also found in its culture and traditions. Villagers often live in close-knit communities where everyone knows each other. Daily life includes farming, livestock care, handicrafts, and local trade. Women cook traditional food, make handmade items, and take care of the home, while men work in fields or markets. Festivals, weddings, and religious gatherings bring people together, strengthening social bonds. This strong sense of community creates warmth and belonging that is often missing in urban life. Simplicity is another reason why village life feels so attractive. Life moves slowly, without the stress and noise of big cities. People focus on basic needs, family, and relationships rather than materialism. Children grow up playing in open spaces instead of being attached to screens. This simple lifestyle brings mental peace and happiness, which many people today are searching for. Another hidden beauty lies in the resilience and wisdom of the villagers. For generations, they have learned how to live with nature rather than against it. Their homes are built to handle weather conditions like heavy rain or snow, and their farming methods are based on traditional knowledge passed down through time. This deep understanding of nature makes their lifestyle sustainable and balanced. Finally, the true beauty of Iran's village life lies in its people. They are known for their hospitality, kindness, and strong cultural identity. Guests are welcomed with respect and warmth, often treated like family. Their connection to tradition, language, and heritage gives village life a rich and authentic feeling. Iranian village life is beautiful because it combines nature, culture, simplicity, and community into one harmonious way of living. It is not just a place, but a feeling, one that reminds us how peaceful and meaningful life can be when we stay connected to our roots. For thousands of years, in the heart of the Zagros Mountains, nomadic tribes have lived a life untouched by time. Families move across vast valleys with their herds, following ancient paths their ancestors once walked. This journey, known as migration, is not just survival, it is a tradition, a way of life passed down through generations. In simple black tents, under open skies, they wake with the sun, face harsh winters, strong winds, and endless mountains, yet their spirit remains unbroken. Even in a world changing rapidly, and despite the distant echoes of political tensions, these people continue their lives with peace, resilience, and quiet strength. They find joy in small moments, in the sound of sheep bells, in shared meals, in the beauty of nature. Here, far from modern chaos, life is simple, but deeply meaningful, reminding us that true happiness is not in luxury, but in freedom, tradition, and togetherness. Today, the conflict between Iran and Israel continues, shaking the region with airstrikes, missiles, and fear. Heavy attacks and retaliation have caused destruction, loss of life, and uncertainty across the country. Cities feel the pressure of war, and many civilians face fear, restrictions, and daily challenges. But far away from the noise of explosions, in the silent valleys of the Zagros Mountains, life still moves in its ancient rhythm. Here, nomadic families wake up with the sunrise, take their animals across rough paths, and live in simple tents just as their ancestors did thousands of years ago. They are not part of the war, but they live in its shadow. Despite danger, uncertainty, and a changing world, these people continue to survive with courage and patience. Children still play in the valleys, women cook over open fires, and men guide their herds through the mountains. In the middle of conflict, they hold on to peace. In the middle of fear, they choose life. The mountains stand strong, and so do the people, proving that even during war, the human spirit does not break. It endures, survives, and still finds a way to be happy. If you enjoyed this journey through Iran's villages and mountains, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our Wandering Roots YouTube channel for more stories from the world's hidden corners.